Everybody, it's your favorite traveler in the entire world, Imani B, coming to y'all again for another Monetized Monday. We have made it another Monday. That is a blessing in and of itself, so I'm happy to be here with y'all. This video is something that everybody and their mama want to know. Everybody wants to know. Everybody asks me. And I think it's time that we tell the truth, because people don't be honest. I've watched a lot of videos about this, okay? This whole verification on Instagram, and people ain't being 100. So this video, this one y'all gonna get right here, I'm giving y'all the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me Instagram, okay? So listen, this video that we're gonna talk about today, this is what we're gonna talk about today, what I'm gonna give you information about today, is how to get verified on Instagram in 2022, okay? Everybody wants to know it. I'm verified on Instagram. I already did my video for Twitter. If you haven't looked at that, definitely click the link below and make sure you look at that video, because if you're looking to get verified on any platform, between all of the platforms, I feel like Twitter is the easiest. Twitter is the absolute easiest. It has a seamless process that works. And so I feel like if there's a platform that you should start with trying to get verification, it is Twitter. Because I don't know how Facebook and Instagram are the same company, and I can't get verified on Facebook. So there's that. So here we go. Number one, and it goes back to the video that I did with how to get verification on Twitter. You have to identify who it is that you are. Verification is a process to specifically, like it's in its name, to verify, to identify, to locate, to highlight that you are who it is that you say you are, but not that just you're a really great person out here in the world. That's amazing, right? But that you are a reputable journalist, that you are a pop singer, that you are, you know what I'm saying? Like someone, a politician. You like, so a verification badge is to identify, so that way if there are trolls, if there are people that are duplicating your page, and that's literally what verification was created for in the first place. If you remember back in those Twitter days, people would create all of these spoof pages acting like celebrities, and people couldn't identify who was who in terms of, okay, is this a celebrity or is this a troll? And at the time, I don't think we had the language where we were calling those people trolls, but that's where verification sparked from. It was to be able to identify, okay, this is actually Angelina Jolie. This is actually Rihanna. This is actually the people who it is that we know and love and consider, you know, household names. That's what verification was for. And then obviously outside of politicians, people in government, and high level positions like that, right? So you got to identify, are you someone who, if you apply for verification, will get verification, as opposed to just being, I hate to say like regular, degular, schmegular. That's obviously Cardi B saying, but in this context, regular, degular, schmegular, right? So one of the ways that you get verified is by having your name rank fairly high in Google Analytics when it comes to news, okay? So if somebody Googles your name, right? Say your name is Timothy. I don't know why, but that's the name I'm choosing, Timothy. Somebody in the world might be named Timothy. Google that, y'all. Your name is Timothy. You Google yourself, and nothing comes up. No articles, no nothing, no Wikipedia page, nothing. You hit news, nothing comes up with your name on it. Or maybe there's somebody out in the world who has your name and they died in 1932. You don't want that. You want press, like you want media, you want opportunities to be able for these platforms to identify who you are. Because there's a lot of catfish in the world. There's literally a lot of catfish in the world. I was just watching something on Netflix about some Tinder guy who was getting away with like millions of dollars from women. That's a whole nother story. So anyway, they need to know that you are who it is that you say you are. And one of those ways is that when they Google your name, Timothy, that you're in the New York Times, you're in Rolling Stone, you're in Vogue magazine, you're on ABC, ESPN, CBS. whatever. So that way, those things, media and press, helps to identify that you are who it is that you say you are, and you need that for verification purposes, okay? The next thing in terms of getting verified on Instagram is that you need to make sure that you have all of the things like in your bio. Like, for example, you don't need to have a private page. Like, the whole point is that you are a public figure. You are somebody that is out in the public. So if your page is private, you may want to undo that. And why would you be on social media with a private page in the first place? It's an oxymoron. It just doesn't make sense to me. But that's your business. So you need to make sure that your page is actually public, that it's open, that they can review it, that they can see it, that you have a website, something that links them to your work, to things that you have done. And that it's consistent, that it is up to date. Like, literally go on your website right now and check that copyright all the way at the bottom. Edit that. It's 2022. Yours still says 2017. Like, blow the dust off that thing. I don't understand. So make sure that your stuff is up to date, that your website is up to date, that you have a website to begin with. Like, hello. People need to know that you actually are doing things in the world. And how will they know outside of you getting press and you having your own website that shows the trajectory of your career or the things that you've created or done? So make sure that you have a website. In addition to that, you need an ID. You need to make sure that you have a passport, that you have a license, that you have a state ID, something that when you go to apply can verify your actual true and real identity. That you haven't stolen somebody's identity. And if it's a license or a state ID, they're going to make you have a front and back picture. So make sure that you have a front and back picture. Now, here's where it gets tricky, right? A lot of people have been telling you all you have to do is go to that back channel, you hit those 3 lines at the top, you go into request verification, you fill out all the necessary steps, boom, you get verification. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's smoke and mirrors. I remember my days of Clubhouse. Remember I told y'all, my days of Clubhouse, being up in there, all in the videos, getting all the information, or getting the gems, as they used to say back then, getting the gems, right? And I remember somebody specifically from Instagram saying that they particularly put that in-app feature to request verification pretty much so you can be like a hamster on a wheel. It's almost like so it can pacify you so you can leave them alone. That kind of thing. Now, that's all hearsay. So I will say allegedly, because I don't want nobody coming after me. Allegedly, somebody said this in Clubhouse. I thought that's what I heard. May not have heard that, but I can only tell you from my experience as someone who literally got verified through all the information that I provide every 30 days, because literally every time you go to apply, it'll say, yeah, no, you didn't meet the criteria, apply again in another 30 days. I did that for like 2 years. And I had all the same credentials, all the right credentials, except for the year that I ended up getting verified. I had more television. I had more, media where I was actually on television. And so I could use that as well in addition to all of the articles that I have been featured in or mentioned in. So when people are telling you to go through the app and they're telling you all the steps on how to do it, 10 times out of 10, you are not going to get verified that way. And it's no shade. I'm just telling you my experience and experience of everybody that I know that has ever gone through that app to try to actually apply for verification. So here's the real deal. If you want to know the real deal and how it is that you get verified, it's the same way that I got verified. You better know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. That's literally how it is that you get verified, specifically on Instagram. I don't know about any other app. Like I said, Twitter is the one that you want to do in-app because you can tell that they have their systems in place to make sure that they are actually doing their due diligence to double check and triple check you are who you say you are, all of that stuff, and you actually get verified and they actually send you something that lets you know, hey, verification is on the way. And the verified page will actually follow you. If you go on my Twitter, you will see that @verified on Twitter follows me on Twitter because they follow people who go through that process. But Instagram is totally different. Instagram is not one of those places where, and there's so many people at Instagram that will be like, no, I can't get you verified. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And if you can't get me verified, there's somebody else that works there that can get me verified. Now, the only reason why I'm not forthcoming with the person who helped me is because he is no longer at Instagram. in my days of Clubhouse, there was a guy who, I guess he like worked in marketing. And I remember him telling me that there's some back channel on Facebook for people that do ads through Facebook, right? And he showed me, he shared his screen with me, and he showed me this back channel where you can actually connect with a different customer service in order to inquire about verification. We attempted that route, it didn't work. But he knew someone who worked at Instagram. He was like, I'll help you. You're a journalist. You have way more than enough media. You know what I mean? I'll connect you and see what can happen. He connected me with this guy that works at Instagram who was not in charge of verification. But once again, what did I say? Got to know somebody that knows somebody. And he's already in the building. So obviously he knew whomever the person was to get it done. So he was like, listen, this is what I need from you. Telling me, you need 20 to 25. 20 to 25 pieces of media that you've either been published in or featured on. So whether that's television, radio, in a magazine, in a newspaper, digital, print, whatever it is, he was like, I need all of those links. 20 to 25 pieces. I sent those to him. He said, there's not a guarantee. I can't guarantee or whatever, but I'll let you know. Within a week, that verification badge popped up. Okay? And every other person that I know, like personally, either will tell you, like even with celebrities, they have someone that works in PR and marketing, you know, publicity, whatever the case may be, and those are the people that help them to get verified. That's the real tea. Not applying through the app, not going through all the rigmarole like, oh, you know, whatever. No, it's literally knowing somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, or just knowing the person. I don't know who that person is. I don't know who verificationperson.com, because there are people that work at Facebook/Meta, that work at Instagram that are not verified, right? So I don't know who that person is, but that is literally how I know, you know, the people that I know who aren't celebrities, who are possibly just, you know, content creators and influencers, etc., journalists and others, is that they either went through somebody who works in public relations or publicity or marketing, or they went through somebody directly at Instagram. So that's the real tea. So if anybody tells you that you can apply through the app and that'll actually give you verification, it's a lie. And I'm calling them out. It's a lie. So use this, and however it is that you need to find, you need to be listening in Twitter spaces, you need to be ear hustling in Clubhouse, you need to be following every single person that works in every single corner of marketing at Instagram. Do that, because, and then also make sure that you're getting the media and the press that's necessary for you to rank high in those Google Analytics, for you to have what is necessary for you to actually get verified. And I will tell you that in next week's video. So hit that bell, hit subscribe, make sure y'all stick with me, because I'm giving you all the information. I'm giving you the real information. I'm not giving you the information so, you know, I can get clicks and views. I'm fine with where it is that I'm at. I'm sharing with the people who understand what the real is, right? So click all my links below. Make sure you hit that link and watch the video about getting verified on Twitter, because it's the easiest app. For me, it's the easiest app out there to get verified on. And then also do your due diligence. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure you say hello. And I'll see you next Monday. See ya.